around, tune into our sound. PD2BA, we're the talk of the town.
Yo.
From the hills to the coast, we connect through the waves. Papa Delta 2 Bravo Alpha, riding the airways we crave.
Early morning, crack of dawn, got my rig ready to go. Tuning into the heartbeat, where the radio signals flow.
Got my friends on the line, each call a new surprise. Sharing stories from afar, as we reach for the skies. Every dial twist, every last call, with the amateur crew just having a ball. Through the static and noise, we're breaking the norm. Papa Delta 2 Bravo, the signal keeps warm. Signal across the sky, we're chasing down the sun. With our voices in the air, it's a journey that's begun. Papa Delta 2 Bravo Alpha, our line never dies. We're the kings and queens of the... Yeah, they gather round, tune into our sound. PD2BA, we're the talk of the town.
Yeah, welcome to my channel, PD2BA.
Yeah, they gather round, tune into our sound. PD2BA, we're the talk of the town.
Yeah, welcome guys. Hello, good morning to my stream, live stream, PD2BA. And thanks for dropping by today on the airways. And let's see if we can make a stream today on hold on the band. And we're running the SDR today with SDR Achiever with the 100 watt normal power. And hopefully it's not too much. Hold on, I'm putting down a little bit the mic gain. Hold on, it's probably getting to the red here. Maybe a little bit strong, I don't know. So I've put it down a little bit. Okay, so anyway, and we have the Golden Oldies Columbia AM on 3095 kilohertz, guys. We're streaming also on internet and 24 hours a day, and also we are on the broadcasting on medium wave for 1395 kilohertz every day. So this is information because we have the celebration of more than 10 years on air on AM. Okay, that's what it is. Hey, we're starting up the transceiver. And let's see if we can make some sound in it. So we're going to the radio screen. So there we are, live on the air with the live streaming today. Good morning all, also on the chat if you are around. And we're going to give a call and want to see what's happening on the band today. Okay, we are on 14.255. I think frequency is clean. So let's see what's happening. Yeah, the S425 QRM is quite normally on this receiver. It's picking up something, I don't know what it is. But everybody is coming up off those. Because the receiver is even maybe a little bit too good sometimes. Anyway, we give it a try. QRZ, CQDX on 20 meter, Papa Delta 2, Bravo Alpha. Papa Delta 2, Bravo Alpha. Beaming Lompard, Pacific area, down under. CQDX Lompard, Papa Delta 2, Bravo Alpha. Papa Delta 2, Bravo Alpha. Oh, I have not much audio from the radio. There you go. Papa Delta 2, Bravo Alpha. Beaming Lompard, Papa Delta 2, Bravo Alpha. Beaming Lompard, Papa Delta 2, Bravo Alpha. Papa Delta 2, Bravo Alpha. Somebody in there is losing. 2.7. Papa Delta 2, Bravo Alpha. Beaming Pacific Lompard. Papa Delta 2, Bravo Alpha. LPDX Lompard, Papa Delta 2, Bravo Alpha. Papa Delta 2, Bravo Alpha. Beaming Lompard. Beaming Lompard. Papa Delta 2, Bravo Alpha. Beaming Lompard Pacific. Papa Delta 2, Bravo Alpha. Yeah, again, QRZ.
Papa Delta 2, Bravo Alpha, GK2, Yankee Echo Sugar, ben jij dat dan?
Ja, dat ben ik inderdaad. Goedemorgen, Marco. Good morning.
Goedemorgen. Ja, nog een beetje zacht aan jouw kant, maar ik kan je horen. Ik had je net gehoord roepen en ja. Goedemorgen. Goedemorgen. Op het moment ben je nog 5 en 2. 5 en 2 op het moment ben jij VK2, hoor je dat?
Ja, Victor Kilo 2, Yankee Echo Sierra. Ja, gebruiken momenteel de SDR transceiver met de normaal 100 watt, Marco. Maar, and we're streaming on internet. We YouTube streaming right now. So that's the reason we are on the SDR and the 100 watt. But you're coming in already quite well. I give you a report in the next hour. Go ahead, Marco.
Yeah, okay, Ben. Yeah, I don't have any internet anymore. This morning I smashed my phone for some reason. So I can't look it back. At the moment the only communication is HF radio, which I rely on. I had some good testing going on. An 80-meter dipole and a monopole vertical antenna, which tunes up absolutely excellent. Yeah. When your signal is coming up a little bit during time, I might switch over to that antenna and see how that goes. PG2BA, VK2, right?
Yeah, Victor Kilo 2, why yes. Yeah, you're peaking already around 5, 7, 5 by 8. 5 and 7, 5 and 8 here on the SDR brick transceiver today, Roger?
Yeah, thanks for the 5 and 7, 5 by 8. Yesterday I spoke to a Dutch station, who was it? PA0FWX, I think it was. He had me with a 5 and 9. Yeah, so this antenna must be working. I think I got it working now. Really quite pleasant to have 5 elements up in the air. PD2BA, VK2, YEF.
Yeah, Victor Kilo 2, IES, PD2BA. Okay, Marco. Anyway, yeah, I don't know how conditions are today. Last night was terrible weather. I heard rain showers, very strong wind. So the weather conditions was not good last couple of hours. But now it's better, early in the morning. So I don't know, who was else on, you said? I did not copy. Was there another station?
No, I'm not on the WhatsApp at the moment. I don't have any phone reception at the moment, QSA.
Yeah, a little bit splitting from a station next to us. But you're coming in quite well, no problem. So, and you're seeing us around 7, sometimes in the peaks a little bit higher, but already quite good signal. Okay, so I'll copy 100%. Marco, your antenna is working fine. Your antenna working, I think, good. I also thinking about to do something with my vertical antenna for 40. I want to try a refractor behind, and it's very easy those days. I see to calculate all those things, and even with the IE, you know. Oh my God, you don't need any antenna book anymore. Over.
Yeah, QSR. Oh, well. I had a little bit of a hissy fit here with the 40-meter one. I had 3 elements up, and I had to remove one element because it didn't fit in the tree high. So it's only a 40 element for 40 meters. But still, I'm quite happy to try that out one day. I had a bit of a go yesterday, and they could hear me just around the corner. But I didn't work LPDX, so I wasn't looking for it actually. But yeah, 40-meter long pass should also be a thing for me now. PD2BA, VK2, YEF.
Yeah, okay, I'm very close by, just a little bit above us. I see the signal. So hold on, Marco, stand by. Can we go up a little bit to 260? Marco, can you QSY 260? Marco, you are here. Victor Kilo 2, Yankee Echo Sierra. Yeah, I'm here now. There was a station, was splattering a little bit. Here it's clean, Roger.
Oh, yeah, ik had hetzelfde probleem. I had the same problem, man. So we went down, and there I thought we were on 59. But it's okay. For the moment, it's working. I think it was, what's the name, Robert? Down on 255 or something, or 256. Yeah. PD2BA, VK2, YEF.
Yeah, okay, I'm not sure. Robert, are you still around here? No, I don't know. I don't know who it was. I didn't look, but I saw it on the spectrum here. And I saw on the spectrum, Marco, that this frequency here is clean. So So I thought we're going a little bit higher in frequency, Roger.
Yeah, I think we doubled our last over. But I thought that I heard Robert talking a couple of kilohertz down. So I'm not sure. Back to you, Ben.
Yeah, okay, hold on. Let's see where he is now. I see nothing there now, so probably he is here now. Robert, are you here? No, I don't know where the guys are. Okay, but no problem at all. Hey, is my signal already climbing up a little bit, or is it still the same?
No, it's not coming up really. It's about the same at my end here.
Yeah, here also, around 7, staying around 7. Yeah, maybe condition not coming up, you never know, eh? It's not always every day the same, Marco, Roger.
Yeah, but I think it will come up a little bit later. Last night, I was a little bit late for the conditions that were coming up. And, well, I was talking about half an hour to PA0 FWX. And he was here 5-9 and even a bit plus all the time. Of course, everyone is using a bit of power except me. Oh my goodness, that would be a thing. Plus 10 dB on my signal. Oh, far out. But there you go. No, I must say, yesterday it was quite late when the band was opening. It did a start to Germany. I heard Germany calling in on 307. And then I know, alright, not much later, that comes out also. And they're all, just a couple of minutes in between. So I can't complain about the conditions. But you're making a good one with the 101 today. PD2BA, CK2YEF.
Yeah, Victor Kilo 2Y SPD2BA. Okay. Yeah, okay, then no problem at all. Yeah, when I'm live streaming with this radio, you know, it's much more handy for me to live stream with the SDR radio. I can pick up the screen directly from out the computer. So that's quite handy with the stream. Okay, but anyway, I have a camera on it as well. There's a webcam as well, and so yeah, working quite well. The stream is running right now on the YouTube channel. So if you you don't have internet there, but how do you pick up the internet only from your telephone then for the WhatsApp?
Yeah, that's right. But at the moment not. My phone stopped working over the night time, and I need to get a new one. They only last you 4 years. I found out, and you don't have to do anything stupid with it. It just stops working. And so I need to get a new one. And that might be tomorrow. Yeah, I think. Yeah, it gives me a reason to get out of the house I. But yeah, it's no, I took the SIM card out, and tomorrow I go in the shop and get a new one there for $100 or whatsoever. That's not really a problem, but that's indeed how I get my internet in here. My laptop, I don't have it running. I need to get a new Windows system on there just to get it running. No, otherwise I would have been playing with MDRs and whatsoever, yeah, on the side. But no, it's at the moment it's a little bit out of my reach, and yeah. 82BA, VK2YEF.
Yeah, Victor Kilo 2, PD2BA. Yeah, you know probably that you can make also with your telephone, you can make also a hotspot to your computer, but probably you know that.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure if I can do that. And let me say, if I would put on the Kiwi SDR, then I could transmit from this place because I would blow out the front stage of the receiver. But I have a second QTH that's on my name, and that's about 24 k's away from here. And I could put up a listening station connected to the internet, so I think that should be possible there. Just a small car battery and a cell phone hooked up to the internet, and then you look it off from the internet. It shouldn't be too hard to do. And it's actually very, very interesting because you will listen there on an antenna that has no noise at all, even less than here. PD2BA, K2Y.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, if you wanted to do it on your same location where you are now, then if you're not transmitting on that band, you can do it with a bandpass filter, bandpass filtering. I have here our broadcasting station on 3095 kilohertz. The antennas are very, of course, on the same, probably here, my brother is transmitting on 3095 all day long. So, and I have the bandpass filters, no problem with it. So a couple of good bandpass filters, and you can do that, Roger.
Yeah, okay. I do think it's a little bit different if I would transmit on 20 and someone else is listening on 20, and you have two antennas 20 meters apart. I'm not sure about that. But if they are 25 k's apart, then that's more doable, and I also could use it as a listener station if I want to test something. Yeah. And, no, it probably will not be card. Yeah, I have to think about that option. It's actually quite intriguing to do so. Back to you then. PD2BA, K2YES.
Yeah, even those days you can buy a couple of bandpass filters in alley, in China, for a cheap price, I have also 3 built in a box here. Yeah, you not see it, but you cannot see the no internet. But anyway, that I can switch 10, 20, and 40 meter with it. So they are just behind my SDR transceiver and build everything in the box and switchable for the 3 bands I have. So it need also not be too expensive. I have also much more expensive bandpass filters for the 3 bands, but it can be also, you can go for the cheaper as well. Okay, let's see if somebody else listening around. Let's see if anybody around here, maybe Robert, are you by? No, I don't know where he is. Any other DX of the Lompard who wanted to join us? PD2BA and Company, PD2BA with Victor Kilo 2, Yankee Echo Sierra. No, nobody around today, Marco. Okay, what I'm going to do is switching around a little bit on the band. Let's see what's going on, and let's see if I make some DX here and then. Marco, back to you. Victor Kilo 2, Yankee Echo Sierra, PD2BA.
Yeah, no worries, man. Okay, all the best there. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. The line should be open because I can hear you. And that even on low power. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, otherwise, in the worst case scenario, I catch it tomorrow or somewhere soon. Yeah. So today I'm not on the WhatsApp app. You know the app, the WhatsApp app. Yeah, and I might do quite an early evening here. DD2BX, K2YE.
Yeah, yeah, there's nothing going on the WhatsApp, by the way, Marco. So I don't know where the guys are. But anyway, we give it a try. We're turning around a little bit. Let's see if we can hear a couple of more VKs or ZLs. But I can before I closing down again the live stream, you know. Okay, Marco. 873, mate. And otherwise, catch you tomorrow. Eh? Have a nice day. Victor Kilo 2, Yankee Echo Sierra, PD2BA.
Fine, I can't sandbag if you just don't hang around.
There he is. There he is. I especially switched on the live stream for you today, mate. So and I thought, hey, where you are? Hey, and there he is. Hey, good morning.
Yes, good morning. Just on 100 watts. No, I'm doing something here, so I was more inclined to just listen, sandbag, and then check in later. Well, where's Richie? Is he all DX'd out?
Nothing heard from Richie. Yeah, I saw him before. I thought on the WhatsApp. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he's listening around. Richie, where are you? Yeah, I heard nothing here.
No, I can't hear him. Good day, Robert. G'day, Marco. I hope you're not so much feeling compromised by a Dutch conversation on a typo thing in the WhatsApp thing. Yeah, I'm not on the WhatsApp now at the moment, by the way. Hey, mate, you have to understand when it's a little bit of fun, you know. VK7B's on good signal over here. I think you're 5 and 7. And thinking how they start the hot day again. I did a bit of antenna work. I got a monopole on for HF, and it should be quite nicely. Yeah, but I need to get some plugs done and so on. Quite interesting. K7B is actually K2 LPDX Group. Yeah, no worries. Yeah. No, I made a rule, mate, and that's it. It wasn't open to argument. I wasn't going to argue the rule with you. I made a rule. You can have a private chat in whatever language you want with anyone you want. But when you have a chat in a group that's in a language everyone doesn't understand, you are having a private chat. And I object to that, mate. Take your private chat, whether it's fun or not fun, and take it privately. There's no point in having a private chat in a group in a language the group doesn't understand. So that's the point on it. I'm not going to keep dragging this on. I said please, and you wanted to keep the argument going, and I wasn't interested. But now I've explained it to you. This is a group, and for everyone to feel included, the group speaks English. So what you were doing was having a private chat in Dutch that nobody could understand. And you might as well, if you're going to do that, you might as well have a private conversation outside of the group. Does that make sense? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I totally agree on that. So that's why I was confirming that. So it's all good then. 7B, that too right here? Yep, because otherwise we're going to have the French people talking French, we're going to have the German people talking German. It's just going to become all these little groups in a group chat, and those of us who only speak English won't have a clue what's going on. So I made a decision, if you want to have a private chat, take it to a private forum. Don't do it in the group. It's just simple, mate. I didn't get my nose out of joint. I just didn't want to argue the point with you. But anyway, now you understand what I'm saying, and thanks. Thanks for the cooperation. Ben, I thought we dealt with this last night. But anyway, g'day, Ben, PD2BA, VK7VZ.
Yeah, Victor Kilo 7, Victor Zulu, PD2BA in the group. Okay, fantastic. Around 5859. I don't know. The conditions are a little bit lower, isn't it? I'm not sure. We had a terrible weather last night, you know. I heard the rain showers even in the house last night, so, and the wind, a strong wind. This morning I was looking first to the antenna. I thought, let's hope that the antenna survival. So, but the antenna was still okay. So, because I actually probably know I cannot put it down because those bloody trees around. But anyway, all okay here, and I hope you copy me with the SDR. I'm streaming on the SDR and with a normal power. Victor Kilo 7, Victor Zulu, and Victor Kilo 2, Yankee Echo Sierra, PD2BA. Back to you, Robert.
Yeah, well, you're 5 and 9. You're just on 100 watts, Ben?
Yeah. It's a normal 100 watt with the SDR. We're transmitting out pure signal with the other sample behind that little ampy. So, and yeah, that's really working extremely well, mate. Really, extremely well with the pure signal, Roger.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm on 100 watts. You're 5 and 9 here, so I guess I'm the same?
Yeah, 5.9 here, 5.9.
There you go. Who needs amplifiers? All right, no problems. Well, rainy day here. Very cloudy, very rainy. I haven't got out for my walk this afternoon. I went out in the morning and took an umbrella, but yeah, it was raining. I thought, I'm not going out for my afternoon walk. Bugger it. Yeah, okay. Well, we've lost Dave. Dave's left the group. I've asked him not to delete the chat after 24 hours because other members are saying, you know, who's doing this? Because they go back to look at something, you know, somebody might have recommended something on eBay or whatever. They go back and look at it and it's gone. And so anyway, Dave's decided to leave the group.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw it this morning. And do you know the reason?
Yeah, because I asked him to stop turning off, because he keeps turning off the delete messages after 24 hours. So I asked him to stop it, and he's decided to leave the group.
Okay, yeah, it's up to him, no problem at all. Okay, so yeah, I saw that he was leaving the group. I read it this morning. So when I starting up the WhatsApp. Okay, but no problem at all. It's yeah, people needed to do what they wanted to do, so that's okay. So it's working extremely well. By the way, I want to see the difference between you and Marco at the moment. Marco is a little bit lower, I guess. I'm not sure because last time quite a good improvement from Marco with his new antenna, isn't it? Marco, can you come back? I wanted to see the difference between you and Robert at the moment.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's have a go. I'm actually surprised how low you are in signal and I think can hear you. You're just a 5 and 1 at the moment without a preamplifier. I was quite
5-1, that's not much.
What you gave me. Yeah, at the moment I've got 3 antennas here. I've got a monopole where I can switch on, not really, with a little bit of tuning work and so on.
Around 6-7, I think.
That Skyloop wire antenna, and yeah, now I'm running happily the 5 element at your direction. It works actually quite well. Yesterday I tried 40 meters in the evening hours, and yeah, it does also better over the Skyloop. So yeah, I have to experiment a bit with that. PD2BA, K2Y here.
Yeah, okay. You're picking almost 7, and your power is 100 watt?
Yeah, it's up to 100 watts here.
Yeah, around 6 to 7. Can you come back, Robert? Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I'm just a little mud duck with a vertical antenna.
You're picking 9. You're also with 100 watt?
Yeah, just the Icon 7300 barefoot.
Unbelievable, isn't it? And a 5-element wire beam, he said, Marco now. So you're alarming. That salt water is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, that's right. I mean, take 10 dB off that. Take 10 dB off. So that's 3.5 S points more or less. So that'd be down at about S6 if I wasn't on salt water.
Yeah, okay, yeah, slightly a QS Baker. So you're picking, let me see, you're picking the 9, but sometimes QS Baker, I see a 5.7, 5.8, 5.9. So there is some QS Baker, but really loud signal for that, for that ample power also. And of course, yeah, the lot of difference with the salt water, you know. A very, very good spot probably you will have there, Robert, Roger.
Well, what's the signal like now, Ben?
10 over, almost 10 over.
Yeah, there you go. That's the amplifier on. But it's raining and cloudy, and it's going to be like this tomorrow too. So I don't want to use the amp if I don't need to. So if you're hearing me all right, I'll turn it back off.
I'm hearing you all right, man. So you can put it off, no problem.
Yeah, okay. Well, just saves a little bit of power. Yeah, hang on. How about this? Tell me if you can still hear me. We'll wind it down. So, all right. Because that should be about S6. That's 10 watts. 10 watts, Ben, over.
Yeah, 6.7. But still good copy.
Yeah, okay. Well, so that's what it'd be like if I wasn't near the water.
Yeah, that's quite a difference, isn't it? That's quite a difference. Okay, but anyway, yeah, Mark is doing a good job also, and quite a good improvement with this wire beam. But yeah, you can see the salt water is really helping you a lot, Roger.
Yeah. Well, I'm one of those wire beams too, and when I was in amongst the trees, the verticals I had phased verticals for 20 and 40, and with all the trees, it was very dense with these very tall trees. They're like 15 odd meters up in the air and everywhere, and could not get a signal out into Spain. That 5 and 5 was the best I could do. And everywhere else I'd been on the case, it was like 5.9 plus 10, you know, with those same verticals. But because it was amongst the trees, it didn't work. So I made up a free element, and then I think I went to 4 elements, inverted V dipole. And I went from, you know, low 5 by 5 into Spain, right up to 5.9 plus, like I would be with the verticals out in the clear. So I learned a big lesson. Trees are vertically polarized, and yeah, they just suck up the signal, over. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so I need to cut everything here. Okay, yeah, I have a lot of trees. But yeah, I wanted to give it a try, you know, because I'm not going to cut all my trees. But anyway, yeah, maybe you're talking about more trees than I have. Maybe you're really in, yeah, I have also trees, but there's also, of course, places where there are no trees are. But anyway, I want to give it a try with the reflector. I want to put my reflector in the tree so that I cannot see it. What do you think? Will we be working in the tree?
Charlie Fox. Oi, there's Charlie. Yeah, mate, I'm talking about the tree density was so great. You could not walk through with your arms out without hitting a tree.
Ah, okay. Now, that's not here, you know. I have a couple of trees, of course, but not everything is like in the bush, Roger.
Yeah, okay. We'll call Charlie in. Go ahead, Charlie. I'm just barefoot, Charlie, so if you're hearing me, that's good. VK6 Alpha Charlie Fox, VK7 VZ.
Yep, no problem at all. You've gone from a 9 to a 5, so it could be anyway, but I'm not worried about that. A very good afternoon to you. Lovely coffee. I hope all is well on the table. A beautiful afternoon here. Probably about 28 overcast, but very, very lovely day. So no problem at all. And good morning to you, Ben. You're just touching the 9, at 5 on the 9. And you will stay beautifully. No problem. Papa Delta 2, Bravo Alpha, and briefly say 680. Yes, good morning, Ben.
Yeah, good morning, Charlie. You're also 5.8 touching the 9 as well. Just touched actually the same signal. So the west part is good open today, Charlie. Good morning.
Yes, very good morning. Well, it certainly is. I've just been listening to stations from Sealand, and they're not strong yet, but the path is open. I'm hoping to catch up with a very dear friend of mine, Felici I3NVW at, let me think, 0800 GMT on 156 or thereabouts. But I heard your dulcet tones, both you and Rob. I'm not quite sure who else is on. Perhaps I'll ask you and you can tell. Papa Delta 2 Bravo Alpha. Over.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we have also Marco, Victor Kilo 2, Yankee Echo Sierra. But Marco is working with a 5-element wire beam. So I'm not sure if it is for the good direction for you. That can I not tell you. But we have also Marco, Victor Kilo 2, Yankee Echo Sierra, Charlie. Roger?
Yeah, thanks. Victor Kilo 2, Yankee Sierra. And what was the other station?
The name of is Marco, Victor Kilo 2, Yankee Echo Sierra.
Any copy on me? Yep, I do. VK2, Yankee Echo Sierra. Sorry, you doubled there, Bob. But no problem at all. Yeah, you're not strong, but I'm able to read you without any problem from Victor. Kilo 6 Alpha Charlie Foxtrot. Go ahead, Marco.
Sierra Alpha Fox. That's the suffix there.
Yeah, look, I'm sorry, I've got slightly confused here. Are you VK2 Yankee Echo Sierra, or are you somebody else? You're a 9, over.
Yeah, you're about 5 and 7 here, 5 and 7. But I think I got your suffix wrong here. Doesn't really matter. We're just passing on the microphone. Anyway, the name over here is Marco, like Michael for Romeo Charlie Oscar. And the QTH is in Lightning Ridge. Just running very simple low power from an IC735. And my antenna is a 5-element looking to the long path. So we are solar. I put it back to you, VK2, why yes, over.
Yep, no problem at all, Marco. My call sign is Victor Kilo 6 Alpha Charlie Foxtrot. I'm running the 400 watts from an 815 bar and 8 to a 2-element quad faced in the long path direction. But you're very, very good copy from Lightning Ridge. And I've spoken to somebody from Lightning Ridge for a day or two, so how lovely it is to hear from you. I hope all is well there, and a very good copy. Go ahead, Marco, over.
Yeah, QSR.
Yeah.
I'm active on the lower HF.
I was playing a little bit with the volume here.
80 and 160 meters. One of my favorites.
Noise
20 meters,
reduction.
of course, if I can talk a little bit of my home language, and try to joke. Yeah, here last over you are 5'9", so that looks quite good here. VK6 AC, yes. VK2, yes.
Yep, I'm just south of Bunbury, literally 15 kilometres south of Bunbury, and about directly a kilometre to the sea, to the Indian Ocean. A VK7 Victor Zulu, VK6 Alpha Charlie Foxtrot. Good afternoon, Rob.
Hey, good afternoon, Charlie. Where is Bunbury compared to Perth? Is that south of Perth?
Yeah, no, Bunbury is, I would think, probably directly 150 kilometres south of Perth, and then I'm south of Bunbury by about 15 kilometres. Both locations are very close to the Indian Ocean, within a kilometre over.
Yeah, okay. I'll have a look where Bunbury is on the map. Because I want to head over there. I want to have a look around, but it won't be happening anytime soon, not with the cost of fuel. Oh dear. And they're just racketeering too over here. The one servo still hasn't got a fresh batch of fuel yet. He's still operating on the tank he has. And he's gone from $1.68 all the way up to $2.40, I think. And it's not new fuel that he's filling the tank up, so the cost has gone up. He's just making more and more money on the fuel he has. And then he says, oh, no, it's not our fault, it's United's fault. They keep telling us to put the prices up. I said, yeah, when you get new fuel. It's a scam. Anything to make bloody money. Absolute scam. So I've got a full tank anyway, and I've got a 20-litre Jerry. I'll I'll just limit the driving I do until this sorts itself out and just buy the bare minimum. So I hope the fuel hasn't gotten too ridiculous over there. And diesel's worse. So you've probably got a diesel Land Cruiser, Charlie, over?
I've got a Land Rover. Remember my origin from the UK? I drive a Land Rover. I should be, and sensibly I would be, driving a Land Cruiser. But foolishly, but I'm driving from the heart, not the head. I'm driving a Land Rover, and obviously it's diesel. I don't know why diesel's more expensive, because it's easier to produce. I believe the processes involved in diesel and the refining of it, and yet it's in one place in town it's $2.70. I got it for $2.50 here, Rob, over.
That's ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah. Well, it could be worse, mate. You could have one of those Jeeps. I bought a Jeep, and then the other guy yells out, "Are you broken down?" Yeah, okay. I thought when you showed that photo of your four-wheel drive, it was a Land Cruiser. It mustn't have looked hard enough.
Obviously not. No, it's a Land Rover Discovery. I've got a Land Rover, a very old Land Rover Defender. She's 27, 28 years old. But I've got a Land Rover Discovery, which has done about 250,000 kilometres. Still going, and that's finished with the Codan. So that's my situation. But they are scamming us over.
Oh, for sure. They're absolutely ripping us off. And, you know, I mean, it's also a people problem. They're doing the toilet paper thing like they did in COVID. There's plenty of fuel, but everyone's freaking out and panic buying.
Yeah, absolutely crazy. Anyway, I'm going to go up to 156. I'll see if Billy is up there, in and around there anyway, and I may well come back. But lovely to speak to you, Rob. Good to speak to you, Ben in the Netherlands, and also good to speak to you, Marco in Lightning Ridge. God bless you guys. So back to you, Rob, and then I'm going to QSY. DK7, Victor Zulu, DK6 ATM, over.
Yeah, hang on. What's all this? Well, there we go. Turn that down. Yeah, okay. Well, have fun, and we'll do it again soon, Charlie. You're always welcome, as you know. And yeah, okay. You're a brave man taking a Land Rover into our desert regions. That's a brave man. So good on you, Charlie. With your old line of work, you probably got friends you could call if you got into an emergency anyway. But good on you, and we'll let you go. I'll throw it back over to Ben to say 73's PD2BA VK7BZ.
Yeah, beautiful. Thanks a lot, Robert. Okay, Charlie. Hey, thanks a lot for stopping by today, mate. What a great signal. Even the band conditions are not, I think, at the best. But anyway, I heard you today with a wonderful signal here, a little crystal clear, Charlie. Thanks for stopping by, mate. And have a nice day. Victor Kilo 6, Alpha Charlie Foxtrot, PD2BA.
Yes, all the very best to you as well. I was going to say breast, but that would have been a slip. And I think there is another breaker trying to get in. So, Ben, all the very best to you, and I'll see you in the next 24, 48 hours. Papa Delta 2, Bravo Alpha with a gap for any breakers. Here is Victor Kilo 6, Alpha Charlie Foxtrot. Cheers, Ben.
Victor Kilo 4, Alpha Victor Oscar.
Okay, cheers, Charlie. Thanks a lot, Charlie, for letting me know. Hey, good morning, Paul. Victor Kilo 4, Alpha Victor Oscar. Do you copy, Paul?
Roger, Ben. Good signal in here as normal. 5 and 9, not the plus 10, just the 5-9. Back to you, Ben.
Oh my God! I'm really surprised. I'm normal 100 watt here. The normal 100 watt. I'm streaming on the YouTube today, so with the SDR, that's the reason. And I'm surprised you give me still a 5 and 9. Normally 10 over, okay, but still 5-9. Okay, I do that for that. I'm doing that for it, so I'm happy. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning, Ben. Yeah, you're always a good signal, and I think I've said it to you before. This antenna has really good ears. It's just the transmission part of it that it loses out on. But we'll soon sort that out, then. Back to you.
Yeah, beautiful, Paul. Sorry, what did you said on the last?
Yeah, the antenna receives really well, but the transmission part of it sort of loses a bit of propagation back to you then.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think the propagation are probably not at the best today, but you're coming in crystal clear actually. So good copy. Did not look on the S meter. Can you come back? I can give you a report, Paul. Over.
Roger, Ben. I hope you had a good weekend. I don't know what you get up to on the weekend, but busy here, out and about in all the old cars. Back to you, Ben.
Yeah. Okay. Beautiful. Hey, you're 5657, mate. 5657. Quite good signal. Quite a good signal today on here on the SDR. I'm running the SDR brick transceiver. That is a little box, Paul, with the TT software, and I'm streaming the live stream on the YouTube right now. So you can take a look later, also on the YouTube channel, my channel, and listen to the live stream later if you like. So, but you have a really good signal today, Paul. Hey, I give it to Robert. Let's see if we can. Robert and Marco also hear you. That's Victor Kilo 7, Victor Zulu, and we have Victor Kilo 2, Yankee Echo Sierra. Hey, go ahead, Robert. Robert, your turn, mate.
I didn't write. What was the call sign for the VK4?
It's Paul, Victor Kilo 4, Alpha Victor Oscar.
Okay. Paul, g'day, Paul. Yeah, if you got the live stream on, Ben, that's perfect, because I want to have a listen to. I'm on the 7300 now. I'll turn on the LPDX 101D shortly, and I just want to do a comparison to see how they sound from one to the other. G'day, Paul, Mr. EVO. How's things up north? Over.
That all good, Robert? Yeah, really good signal in here. Oh, it's 5 and 8. Super clear audio as normal. I know that's your thing, so your audio is really, really good. Back to you, Robert.
Yeah, to yourself. Thank you for that. I always like when I get, audio reports that I didn't ask for. And I don't mean that in a narky way. It's just if you're getting good audio reports and they're unsolicited, you know you're doing something right. Good. I'm only barefoot. I'm only running 100 watts out of the ICOM 7300. It's been cloudy all day here today, and the batteries are at about 85%. They reckon it's going to be cloudy here tomorrow and Wednesday. So I'm just trying to conserve power and not use the amplifier if I don't need to. And everyone's hearing me, so I don't need to. But anyway, it's all good. Normally if I just careful with the power, I can go, Elaine is here too. I can go for about 3 or 4 days in cloud and survive that, no problems, and then you get a sunny day and brings it all back up again. All right, I'll throw it back to, Marco's there too, VK2YES, and g'day to you, Elaine. I'm just going to swap radios. Someone will call you in shortly, Elaine. So over to you, Mr. YES.
Marco, do you copy, Paul? Where is Marco? Victor Kilo 2, Yankee Echo Sierra. Are you still by, Marco?
A yes is a no.
No, yes. Yeah, probably is QRX for a while or QT, I don't know. But anyway, Paul is coming quite well today here. And let's see, we can hear Elaine. Are you by, Elaine? Good morning.
this morning now.
Yeah, good morning, Alain. Copy 5-5 on the backscatter. 5-5 backscatter, Alain. Good morning. Yeah, here last night was terrible weather conditions. We had got rain showers and a lot of wind, strong wind, Alain. Give Robert a call. Alain. Go ahead. No, Robert and Paul. Robert and Paul. Victor Kilo 7, Victor Zulu. Victor Kilo 4, Alpha Victor Oscar. And Marco was on, but I don't know where Marco is. Victor Kilo 2, Yankee Echo Shadow was also before. But Robert and Paul is still on. Roger?
Hey, good afternoon, Elaine. Just running barefoot, Elaine, on the 7300. You're 5 and 6, 5 and 6, mate, over.
Oh, you're 5, 6, 5, 7 with me, Rob. Hope you had a lovely weekend. You're 5, 6, 5, 7, I hope you very well, even if you are barefoot. I'm barefoot as well. 100 whiskey. So hope your weather is...
We all on the 100 watt today. It's working quite well.
Yeah, Foxtrot GHB VK7VZ. All right, give me just 2 seconds, hang on. Okay, so, all right, am I back, Elaine? Am I back? I'm now on the ASU, the FT101D.
Yeah, okay, it's 257, no more, that's here.
No, that's good. Same 100 watts. Ben is doing a live stream, so I thought I'd just swap between the 7300 and the 101D, just so I can have a listen to the audio on this one and what the audio is like on the Icon. But yeah, Elaine, good weekend. No problems, mate. It was nice, sunny, beautiful, 25 degrees, so very, very nice. But today, rain, clouds, and about 16 degrees, over.
Okay, yeah. It looks like you have the same weather than mine, you know. Cloudy, overcast, and the rain stopped just a few minutes ago, but it's a rainy day. We're always expecting beautiful weather, but yesterday was okay. No wind, no rain, blue sky, sunshine. And so we went shopping yesterday. My wife and I. We didn't go back to weekend. We get 7 Victor Zulu Echo. I think let's see, children frequency. Maybe, oh yes, Dave. We get 7 first Charlie Echo. Any copy? No, wrong. Thank you, Rob.
Yeah, I don't think Dave's been up here yet. All right, I'll throw it back to... Are you going to hang around, Elaine, or you're going to disappear?
That will be 15 minutes again. Thank you.
Come down to 156.
No problem. All right, Ben, there you go. So, swapped over the radios. Do you think there's much difference? I'll listen to the live... YouTube later, but do you think there's much difference between the two audios, Ben?
Yeah, there is quite a difference. Yeah, you're right, mate. I didn't realize that the difference is so much, actually. There was somebody, I'm not sure, did Elaine try with Paul as well?
With who? Which one?
With Paul. Paul is also on.
Oh, the VK4, yeah. Elaine, VK4 AVO. Paul, do you want to work, Elaine?
Yeah, okay. This is for Alpha Victor Oscar. Oscar, if I'm not mistaken, Paul, good afternoon. We hold for next cover. And then I go on 14 fast because somebody is calling me. I think it's Baby Brian. VK4 Alpha Victor Echo X7, Oscar N4G NB, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Lane. Foxtrot 4, Golf Hotel Bravo, I think it is. The call sign this side is Victor Kilo 4 Alpha Victor Oscar. Good morning, Elaine. You are 5858 to me to Uber, Queensland. Back to you.
Yeah, okay, good afternoon, Paul. VK4 Alpha Victor Oscar N4G NB. I repeat again my call sign for Fox number 4, Golf Hotel Bravo. And you are 5 by 6, 15, 16, 17 Factor to the 5 by 3 calls. Back and just barefoot. Running the LPDX 10 but 100 whiskey into my home brewer 2-element squad. Back to you, Paul.
Thank you, Elaine. Yeah, Foxtrot 4 Golf Hotel Bravo. I have the same transceiver, the LPDX 10, on a twin vertically polarized dipole 5 meters off the ground. You're a good signal in here, Elaine, and it's nice to copy you on the band again. Back to you, Elaine, and 7 please. Catch you again soon.
Thank you, Paul. I think it's the first contact between us. I think so. I have to check in my notebook, but that's pretty good. So back to you again, Rob. I'm going on talking 156, and still I think somebody is calling me on 156, and we'll be back maybe later on. VK7 Victor Zulu N4G NG. Back to Rob.
Yeah, no worries, Elaine. I know Charlie was down there. He was here and he went down there. All right, 73's to you. I'll wire Elaine. Back to you, Ben.
VK7 Victor Zulu, Rob, quickly.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the audio is way better on the AC. It's more bassy, but it's more rounded, like when you watch it on the internet, the LPDX 10, it's very smooth, back to you.
Okay, and the 7300 is what? Not enough bass, too sharp.
No, it's not sharp. This one's just as sharp. The funny thing with these radios is that the when the audio is in soft properly, the transition on the S-meter is very smooth, whereas on the 7300 it's sort of chopped a bit backwards and forwards. If that makes any sense, back to you?
Yeah, well, see, this radio has a lot more, what's the word? The 7300, they've had issues. So they've got, when you're talking, there's a lot less average power. So I've noticed that straight away. The average power is down. Where this one's got all sorts of things going on, spikes and everything. But yeah, okay, what I'm interested in, because there's going to be two differences between these radios, there's no doubt, is, you know, the amount of bass and the amount of treble about the same, or, you know, what's doing what. I'll listen to that and watch that when I go up and look at Ben's live stream, but yeah, normally the 7300 has that loud, proud audio that the Yaesu can't compete with, but today I'm not getting that response, Paul, over.
I roger that, Rob. So how does my audio sound to you, back to you?
Sounds pretty good.
Well, there's a guy on YouTube, an English guy that sets up the LPDX 10 to 7000 and the 101, and he gives you all the parametric equalizers, standards of all, and that's all I copy him. Everyone keeps saying the audio's been good, so maybe, I don't know, you'll find it, because I know that's your thing, but the way I see it is that you can see that we're focused on so back to you, Rob.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, I'll put it back to you, Ben. What's your conclusion on this one? This one's nicer, the Yaesu's nicer, or the Icom's louder?
The Icom is louder. If you can switch over again, you can hear the difference on the live stream. There's somebody splattering around. Hey, gentlemen, the frequency is occupied, thank you. So please QSY. Can you switch over again?
Yeah, okay, Ben. Well, that's the ICOM. And where are we with the ICOM? Okay. Well, I'll do this. The compression's on 3. I'll move that back to 2. And what else was I doing the other day? Hang on. No, we will need to go there. Just make sure. Tone, TX, sideband. That's pretty well where I was the other day. Actually, I think I might have gone -1 plus 3. So, yeah, I mean, everyone tells me the -1 plus 3 is where it's at, where it sounds good and sounds like me. The ASU I don't really want to touch. We'll have to revisit all of this when this microphone turns up, the podcaster and the Audio-Technica mic and the mixer deck and all that. But really, I don't want to be playing with the radio settings. I'll do it on the mixer deck and try and leave the radio settings alone. And Paul, I use the settings by Heil. Heil has a page up there with ICOM, has a page there with the ASU and all that stuff. So yeah, no, I'm well versed in the ASU stuff. I've been playing audio with external mics, studio mics, and all that with a 5000 years ago. 7300, 756 Pro Freeze. There's been a list of radios. But I haven't yet heard. I've heard the ICOM on its own. I've heard the ASU on its own. I haven't heard them both. Ben, 2 seconds. I'm going to swap over to the ASU. Okay, there's back on the ASU. So, yeah, well, I mean, in the past, the ICOM has had louder audio, so, yeah, interesting, Ben. There's the ASU. PD2BA, VK7VZ.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I see it on my dB gain of the live stream. When you were starting up, you switch over. Then there was something about 20, and with the ICOM was about 10 dB. So yeah, minus, I mean. So you're stronger on the ICOM in audio, but then I saw also depending about the condition a little bit, because your signal was coming up and then at the same signal straight. But I think that even when I'm messing around here, I have left the volume, the gain of the volume, on the same position with my live stream, and I saw that I think that the ICOM is stronger. I think the audio of the ICOM is more punchy and stronger.
Yeah, okay. So what, you think this one needs a little bit more compression? Because I can give more compression.
You can do what you wanted now. You can leave and you can listen around on the live stream later. But I think there's quite a difference between the ASU and the ICOM. There is quite a difference between.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's bumping the compression up on the ASU. Didn't destroy it?
No, it's okay. I'm also not giving much gain today with the live stream, so I hope it will be not sounding too soft, you know. I hope it's okay on the live stream. But I also don't want to put more gain in it, because you always get the more noise coming in, you know. So I think the best I can do is what I'm doing now. But anyway, take a look later on the live stream and you can make your own decision about it, Roger.
Yeah, no, I'll do that. I appreciate Paul's input, so I'll go and have a listen there too. Yeah, because I've always noticed this ASU was a little pinched in its audio. But if I look at the two radios with my average power meter, the Japanese one I've got, and I look at the two, the ICOM is sitting around 20 to 30 watts average power. The ASU is up at 50 watts average power. So it just does high, and there's modifications they say to do with the ICOM to get the average power to come up. But ICOM did it because there's a bit of a problem with this 7300 with what do they call it? phasing noise, I think. And if you do the modification, that phasing noise gets bad. So, at the end of the day, I'm going to leave it alone. I don't want to play with it. It works. Everyone says the audio sounds good. I don't want to go in there and do mods and play with things. And because most of these people who do the mods are not RF engineers, and they don't know what they're really doing and how it affects everything else, Yaesu and ICOM put millions of dollars into researching these things and trying to get them to comply with standards and that. And then some brainiac on YouTube says, yeah, go and replace this capacitor with that capacitor. It speeds up the AGC and blah, blah, blah. And he doesn't even have all the test equipment to determine that his mod is not affecting the dirtiness of the radio. And it is a known problem with these ICOM 7300s with phase noise, to the point where a lot of people who go on field days won't let operators bring a 7300 if they're going to, have multiple operators at that same field day. So I've read about this with the Americans and that. They've barred 7300 ICOMs from field days because the phase noise just interferes with everyone. So anyway, that aside, I've got a spectrum analyzer. I can have a look at all this, and it's producing very clean audio, very clean RF transmissions on both the ACU is a little dirtier, but the ICOM is very nice, so I'm not going to mess with it. But yeah, no, I'll look at the live stream. Anyway, I'll throw it back to you. I don't know what's happened to Richie. A couple of days ago, Ben, I think the wife was cracking the whip saying Richie was spending way too much time on radio, so maybe the wife got the stock whip out again and she was giving him a bit of a, come on, spend some time with me, buddy.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that can be happening time at time, Okay, yeah, I know from the past. Do you know the ICOM 7100? I have a 7100 here, ICOM 7100 that I'm using for digital modes. Do you know that transceiver?
Vaguely. Is this a little mobile one?
Yeah, but the external display. You have the external display and another box, the main box.
Oh, yes, I know that one. Yep. It's got that, tabletop display that's vertical, almost sloping backwards on... Yeah, I know the one. Yep.
So I can tell you a story about it. When I bought it a couple of years ago, brand new here in the store, and I thought, oh my God, really, I was not happy with it. I buy it, but I was not happy with it. And because also the PEP power was terrible. When I'm modulating on SSB, I get on a couple of watts, maybe 10 watts or so, I don't know. Really low power. That's not normally, isn't it? So what people are going to do, they modificate it. They're going inside, modificate things. But it was really not necessary, I spoken with a guy in Germany. Unfortunately, the guy is German silent key now. And he said to me, hey, I will give you an explanation, Ben, how you need to do it in the software. So software-wise, I need to put a plug-in on the backside, on the remote, where the remote is, put a plug-in, connect that plug inside with each other. And he said, now you need to do that and that, a couple of knobs together, put in. And I was going to the software inside, and everything I can do inside the software. So I put up my power. Even I can go to the 200 watt, It's now that radio when I'm going in SSB is putting out a simple, easy, more than 100 watt PEP power. But I can also put it down. So that all you can do in the software. So you don't need to modify nothing at all. So it's totally stupid what guys are doing. It's all in the software, Roger.
Yeah. I mean, look, even in the car world, Ben, we all modify our cars because we want to go faster. But I've always said, the faster you go, the quicker the engine dies. And you can't go fast and make 3 times the horsepower and have the factory reliability. Well, the same goes for the radios. If you've got a nice, clean radio and you start modifying the AGC and all the sort of stuff in the radio to try and get it to make more peak power. Because, too many people get concerned about peak power readings, The Yaesu on a peak power meter, I've got a peak power meter here as well. The Yaesu on a peak power meter makes 100 watts PEP. The ICOM on a peak power meter makes 100 watts PEP. But on an average power meter, I see that the average power is a bit down on the ICOM. Yet everyone says the audio is more punchier on the ICOM. So turning the peak power up, I don't understand why they want to do that. If they've got a good radio and it's doing it, why would you want to mess with it? And if this was the way it had to be done, I'm sure ICOM would have put bulletins out there, hey guys, we got it wrong and you need to change this cap. But they're never. If there's one thing I've learned about the Japanese never say they've got it wrong. They don't fall on their sword very often, over.
Yeah, that's. But I think factory-wise, they leave it low down factory-wise. But you can even, and I think it will be probably the same with the ICOM. You don't need to go inside the box. Probably they have to do the same with the ICOM 7300. I never tried it out with the 7300 because the 7300 is, in my opinion, quite okay with the power. Everything's okay. Normal, like you need a good PEP power actually to measure it. If you have a very good PEP SWR meter, then you can measure it. Otherwise, you cannot. But it's giving the normal power what the specification is giving. So I never give that a try on the 7300. But the 7100 was really much too low in power. So I changed that software-wise. Okay, and that's the story, mate. Victor Kilo 7, Victor Zulu, PD2BA.
And not leaving Paul out. Well, I had an ICOM 718. I bought that back in 2015 when I first set off in the motorhome. And it was a great radio, but it would not make 100 watts PEP until you were on 13.8 volts. And on batteries, back then with the AGM batteries, you'd be running at 12.5 volts through the night and down to 12.2 as the battery started to drop away. And you were only getting about 60 watts, 65 watts PEP. And everyone said, oh, yeah, you can go in and modify the circuit and it will come up, Yeah, no. I did it. I did the modification everyone talked about, and yes, the power come up, but when you were back charging on 14.1 volts, you're making 130, 140 watts out. And I don't like that. There's a reason why the Japanese peg them at 100. They normally run two 100 watt transistors in the PA stage and then run them at 50% and set it up so it's good. So, no. I end up making a voltage inverter, so 12.5 would be 14 volts. And it worked a treat. Never had a problem with that radio after that. But that was another good radio. They also sell that 718 as a 78 marine radio. So very reliable, very solid and well-built radio. But you know how it is, you get bored after a while. No matter how good-looking the girlfriend is, mate, after a couple of months, you're looking for something else. Anyway, I'll throw it up to Paul. Hey, Paul, I do appreciate your comments too. VK4 AVO, VK7 VZ.
Well, Paul is much lower now.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, now I'm on my synth banners doing, hang on 2 seconds, hang on. Okay, we'll make it equal. Since Ben is having a look at the audio with the live stream. There's my FT950. This is close to where the 101D is, but not exactly the same. The microphone is the big player here. The microphone on the 101D is head and shoulders above the original equipment microphone on the other one. Yeah, look, I started engine reconditioning there, Paul, back when I was 16. I'm now 56. I left school, started with an engine reconditioner. Basically, no real performance work. You know, we put a mild cam in and deck the block a little, deck the heads a little, or maybe put some high compression pistons in. But it was just a standard reconditioning outfit, taking a worn motor, machining it all and rebuilding it. I did that for 6 years, and then I moved into the high performance world. And that had a dyno. I became the EFI guru because I was also doing my electronics trade certificate in part-time after work. And I had a fuel-injected Datsun 1600 with a 2-litre cross-flow Z18 converted to Z20 motor. Fuel-injected turbocharger. It was in the racing Bluebirds from Japan. We got a Japanese import. And as you make more and more power, you got to spend more and more money. And you know, I had Cosworth blanks machined by a company in Melbourne called Melbourne Specialty Pistons. They did all the Aussie turbo pistons for the Ford Sierras, the Nissan Skylines. They're the ones I got put onto them by one of the race teams. I used to do a bit of circuit work and rub shoulders with those guys, club level, but they would come to the clubs as well with their sons or someone, you know, and come and help out and stuff like that. So I got put onto that Melbourne Specialty Pistons, or Melbourne, Specialty Pistons, I think they call themselves down there. And they machined me up some Cosworth blanks to go into my Datsun engine. I had forged H-beam Carrillo rods in it. The crank was all hardened, nitrided and stress relieved and all the rest of it, because you just couldn't buy a billet crank from anyone. I had a turbo cam, I had better valve springs and O-ringed blocks, copper head gasket, and eventually I welded up all the water jackets in the head and put fittings, external fittings. So, because I kept blowing head gaskets, you know, you're running 33, 34 pounds of boost. I was doing hill climbs and circuit work, and the fuel was the issue. You know, getting good quality fuel. You can go six weekends and not blow a head gasket, and then same place, same fuel. Now you're blowing a head gasket. So we didn't have all the electronics that they have today with NOx sensors and all the rest of it. But I've played with that, a Starion. I did up my little Dado made 400 horsepower at the crank, and my Starion made 500 horsepower at the wheels. That was a wild bugger, a 2.4 litre. L300 was the base engine, and then same thing, all racing components in it. Some borrowed from the Starion racing team. I managed to get some parts there. But, you know, at that sort of power levels, one detonation, one misfire caused havoc. So I end up getting annoyed with all the time. The girlfriend at the time got annoyed. Actually, I had a few girlfriends. They all seemed to get annoyed. It was all about the car, so not enough about the girlfriend. You don't take me out for dinner. I can't, love. I've got to rebuild the car. I'm racing tomorrow, you know. No understanding whatsoever, Paul. But yeah, I learned that the more horsepower you push out of these things, the quicker you wear them down, if not blow them up. One of the things was, though, I was never wearing out crank bearings, conrod bearings, or braking conrods because of the H-beam Carrillo rods. But, you know, once I went to those Cosworth pistons, we went much thicker ringlands, so we didn't break the ringlands anymore. But it was head gaskets. It would lift the head. And looking back now, I didn't have the ability to buy some really good head bolts. So what I think was going on with the factory head bolts would lift, they'd just stretch a little under the pressure. They'd just give way, and then they'd blow a bit of compression out, and away we go. But after I did the water jacket mods in the head and the block, we no longer ended up with water. We'd have a blown head gasket, a bit of compression coming out the side of the block. The head gasket be blown away or melted away, but we no longer had the water issues. A bit of TIG welding on the head if it tracked across the head, and then away we go again. With the O-rings, which was just welding wire. I think I was using like 0.9 mil steel MIG wire, copper coated. Put a receiver groove in the block and bang it in. But look, it was fun days, and when I had the Datsun 1600, we'd go with 2 welded up diffs in the boot, because we'd just break diffs and half shafts. So you'd end up going with spares, and the day you didn't go with spares, you'd be getting it brought home on a tilt tray. It used to run low 12s at 125 mile an hour, that little 1600 Datsun. But it's brutal. Having to load the clutch up and having to load the turbo up to get some boost on the starting line, and then you step off the clutch and she'd axle tramp a little bit or hop a little bit and break a half shaft because they weren't designed to handle 400 horsepower. So, and I never had the budget to just go and get someone make up stronger shafts and all that sort of stuff. It did have a 360 diff in the back, I modified all the carriage to hold a much better diff. But the half shafts were my Achilles heel. That and head gaskets, even on the Nissan head gasket problems, on the Starion head gasket problems. We needed a computer, that had a knock sensor that could do timing retard if it detected any knock. But that just wasn't available at the time. VK4 AVO, VK7BZ.
VK7BZ, yeah, thanks, from VK4 AVO, I understand all that. The big problem when you put the turbo on it, this car is naturally aspirated. It is highly regarded as the most successful rally car of all time, and my one is one of 109 open road cars that we do. So, it was 20 classes with 24 left to go, 2 speed upgrade, with 3 aspirated, with full power, gearbox, 20 ATV, 25 shafts, fully floating axle, the whole lot, but it's a road car, which is, propulsion, everything else, but so much is rally cars today, and even the big member to it, which is the CFP, the 4-valve, that's the most successful engine for cars, for Grand Prix, for the other engines. So, I know they're good, but I've actually mentioned more than my costing when we the red car that's on my 2 hour borrowed it for 6 weeks, and we did I think report to the new instruction of the latest Ford Escort Mexico in England in 1996, and the dealership actually got to meet all the superstars, and they absolutely loved the car, and the BDA they absolutely loved that, so we brought them over here. So, anyway, I'm going to put it back to Ben. We're going to get stuck with these cars forever. I love talking cars. Back to you, Ben. I'm built it to Bravo Alpha. I didn't mean to take Robert into his new genre of cars and engines and everything else. Back to you. You can put it back to Ben.
Yeah, okay.
Ben,
Yeah.
before you close the live stream down, I want to do the free radios back to back, so I can just have a listen to them. But back over to you, Ben.
Yeah, okay. If you want to do a test now, you can you can switch over, because I need to go back to the house over a few minutes, and then I finish the live stream as well, Rob. So if you want to testing something, you can do it before I go, Roger.
Yeah, okay. I'll try and get through this quick. The delay is turning the radio off and on. All right. So this is the ST950, all standard. So give me a second. Okay, so this is the ST101D, the Yaesu ST101D, and I'll just have a little waffle there. Yeah, well, engines is my passion, Paul. It is absolutely my passion. The last part of the automotive world was motorcycles. Nitrous oxide injected four-cylinder Kawasaki that made 300 brake horsepower rear wheel, had a lot of nitrous get thrown in it, and a Hayabusa with nitrous that made also a lot of horsepower. And then I had my accident. No more high performance for me. Hang on, I'll swap over now. Okay, and there's the ICOM 7300. Yeah, so that was a nasty thing. 3 months in hospital, and when I came out of that, I had a new outlook on life, and that it's too precious. I was no longer invincible, and my Superman skills evaporated as I was tumbling down the drag strip at 160 or 100 mile an hour. I came off the bike. Anyway, that's a story for another time, and with that, Ben, I'll put it over to you. Which one do you think of the three, Ben's the best?
Yeah, now it's a little bit difficult to say, because I think when you switch on the Yaesu, it's a little bit more bassy. There are some people who like the bassy sound. There are people who like more the high tones, and I thought that Paul was preferring the Yaesu. And I can understand him, because this one have more, more the bassy sound, I guess, in comparing with the Icon. But yeah, it's what you prefer, you know. It's hard to say. Some people prefer blonde, some people prefer dark. You know how it is. Okay, but the best thing is to do is to listen by yourself, Rob, and give your own opinion about. And thanks a lot, mate, for stopping by. Also, thanks for Paul, of course. I'm closing down here. I need to go back to the house. Today also I need to go back to the shop to bring that mixer back. So I return that one, and hopefully today I get that very cheap mixer that I'm running right now, by the way. I'm running also right now the cheap Chinese one with the effects, you know, like this. Yeah. You can hear that on the live stream later. So you can do things like this as well, you know. Okay, but anyway, this one is working really. It's only 20 euros, but it's really working for me perfectly, you know. So I have to buy a second one for 16 euro. Anyway, it's better than the mixer that I had before. I'm going to return back today. Hey, take care, mate. Greetings to you, Robert, and I'm closing down over a couple of minutes, Roger.
Yeah, no problems, Ben. All right, well, I'll get it over to Paul to say goodbye to you. VK4AVO, VK7ZZ.
Thanks, Rod. VK7ZZ,
Yeah, okay. I'm curious about Paul. What is my signal straight now? Because conditions are lower down, as you can see. What is my report at the moment, Paul? Yeah, okay, so I understand. I think I'm still in Santiago 8. Santiago 8, is that right? Yeah, okay, yeah. No problem at all. Okay, fantastic. Thanks a lot, Paul. And hope to hear you soon again, mate. Fantastic always. Good to stopping by. And have a good, nice day there. Yeah, local time it's 9:45 here, 45 minutes past 9 o'clock local. So I really need to go back to the house. 70 cheers, Paul. 70 cheers to Robert as well. And thanks for the QSOs this morning, the lovely QSO. Victor Kilo 4, Alpha Victor Oscar. Victor Kilo 7, Victor Zulu, PD2BA. 70 cheers, bye-bye.
Yeah, it was good to have quite a chat session today. All right, Ben, 73s. I'll go and have a look at your live stream shortly. And yeah, Paul, I'm a bit of a turbo guy. Been down the naturally aspirated path. I had the L20B with 45 mil Mucunis on it.
Okay.
I think there were 36 chokes. There were 40 mil, I think, with 36 chokes.
Now you see, Robert.
They were an absolute pain in the bum, constantly adjusting them.
It's nice to have a chat with each other, isn't it?
I should have gone to hexagonal rods on the arms, but anyway. Had a big can,
Okay.
somewhere around the 40-80 mark. It was a big can.
I'm going to closing down, unfortunately. I need to go, Robert, sorry. So I'm closing down. Hey, thanks a lot, guys, for
really well.
stopping by today on my live stream. I'm going to put the radio down now. So I'm going to put down the audio of the radio. So, hold on. There we are. Okay, hey, welcome to my live stream. I hope you enjoy the stream today with Victor Kilo 7, Victor Zulu. Yeah, we had Victor Kilo 7, Victor Zulu, and then also Robert, of course, and we have Paul, Victor Kilo 4, Alpha Victor also. Marco was also before on, Victor Kilo 2, Yankee Echo Shadow. But unfortunately, I'm not sure where he is gone, so maybe something else to do. But anyway, thanks all for joining me on the live stream as well. And also the guys on the air in Down Under. And hopefully we can do it tomorrow morning or another day. I'm not always every day live streaming, but if I can, I'll give it a try. Hey, thanks a lot for stopping by today. And I'll see you soon again on the airways. 70 days for now. And thank you very much. And I hope that the sound is okay. Running the little headset here on the podcast mixer. I saw that this little headset is by Heil, by the way. It's a Heil headset. And you know probably, as you know, the Heil ICOM headsets need the BS power. I saw that it was working in my mixer, so now I can all my Heil headset that I have use on my mixer as well. Hey, that's handy. But anyway, thanks a lot, guys, and let me see.
Yeah, they gather round, tune in to our sound. PD2BA, we're the talk of the town.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
and,
welcome to my channel.
Hope to hear you soon. Again on the airways. Thanks all for joining me on the channel today.
PD2BA, we're the talk of the town.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
welcome to my channel, PD2BA.
Yeah, they gather round, tune in to our sound. PD2BA, we're the talk of the town.